Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers and dear students, welcome. In this class, we have to see how an adjective forms its comparative and superlative forms. That is, my dear children, in English, three kinds of scales are used to compare two persons or things, or more persons, more than three or more persons and things. How they are compared with one another. What are the scales used to compare them? In English, three kinds of degrees are used: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degrees. As in verbs, they use present tense, past tense, and past participle. In English, in adjectives, three kind of degrees they use. As the ordinary verb is called present verbs, the ordinary adjective is called positive, positive, and past tense, past participle, comparative and superlatives. Present tense, past participle, positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. Yes, a present tense verb forms its past tense and past participles. They have framed roles. Like that, for the formation of comparative and superlative degrees, they have framed rules. How a positive adjective forms its comparative and superlative forms. They have framed various kinds of rules. See, as the regular verbs form, as the verbs forms its past tense and past participle by the addition of ed. Sorry, some verbs. Regarding verbs, the verbs forming their past tense and participle, verbs have been classified into two kinds: regular verbs, irregular verbs. Verbs, verbs which form their past tense and past participle by the addition of ed are called regular verbs. Verbs which form their past tense and past participle in different ways are called irregular verbs. Like that, in recording adjectives, adjectives which form their comparative and superlatives by the addition of er and est are called regular adjectives. Adjectives which form their comparative and superlative forms differently and without following any rules are called irregular adjectives. Now we are going to see both regular and irregular adjectives forming their comparative and superlative forms. Come, English grammar, parts of speech, adjectives, part 2, live 396, dated 26/11/2025. Adjectives, part 2, degrees of comparison. On the basis of forming comparative and superlative forms, adjectives can be divided into two kinds known as regular adjective and irregular adjective. Regular adjective and irregular adjective are adjectives. Regular adjectives and irregular adjectives. My dear children, I have already explained earlier. See, rules for forming comparative and superlative forms. My dear children, the rules they frame the rules for converting a positive degree into comparative and superlative degrees. First, we are going to see how regular verbs, the regular adjectives, form their comparative and superlative forms. I mean, rule 1. A most regular adjectives of one syllable, that is monosyllabic. Monosyllabic. That is, monosyllabic adjectives ending in two or three consonants form their comparatives by adding er and their superlatives by adding est. My dear children, most monosyllabic regular adjectives ending in two or more consonant letters form their comparative and superlative form by adding er and est. You see, by examples, like that. Small, it was ended in two letters. Light has ended in three letters, three consonants, two consonants, three consonants. These kind of monosyllabic regular adjectives form their comparative and superlative forms by taking ER and EST. You see, small, smallest, smallest, tall, taller, tallest, bold, bolder, boldest, kind, kinder, kindest, young, younger, youngest, bright, brighter, brightest, light, lighter, lightest. Rule 1. Next rule. Monosyllabic regular verb ending in single consonant preceded by two vowels also form their comparative and superlative forms by taking er and est. You see, great is an adjective. It gets ended in single consonant T. The T has been preceded by two vowels. So it takes er and est to form its comparative and superlative forms. Like that, grip from great to keen. E or EST. Great, greater, greatest. Mean, meaner, meanest. Neat, neater, neatest. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Deep, deeper, deepest. Keen, keener, keenest. Rule third. Monosyllabic regular adjectives. Monosyllabic regular adjectives ending in single consonant preceded by single vowel. Double doubles its final consonant and it takes er and est to form comparative and superlative forms. You see, all these monosyllabic regular adjectives ends in single consonant. It is preceded by single vowel. So it doubles this consonant. Once double G. It doubles the consonant, final consonant, and it takes ER and EST. That's all. Bigger, biggest, hot, hotter, hottest, fate, fat, fatter, fattest, sad, sadder, saddest, thin, thinner, thinnest. And then rule 4. The monosyllabic regular adjectives ending in E. Monosyllabic regular adjectives ending in E takes R and ST. Takes simply R and ST to form comparative and superlative forms. You see all these examples. Brave ends in single E. Final. Lose all these adjectives just ended in single E. They simply take R and ST to form their comparative and superlative forms. Brave, braver, bravest. Fine, finer, finer. Large, larger, largest. Wise, wiser, wisest. Loose, looser, loosest. Fifth example. Fifth rule, not example rule. See, the monosyllabic regular adjectives ending in Y, preceded by one or two consonant letters. Drop the Y and it takes IER and IES to form their comparative and superlative forms. Example, dry. It ended in Y, preceded by two consonants. Try, triest. Drop the Y, takes IER. IEST. Dry, try, triest. The exception is shy. This, even though this adjective shy ends in Y, it behaves like the regular adjectives. Shy, shyer, shyest. Takes EREST. Then regular adjectives of three or more syllables. Regular adjectives of three or more syllables form their comparative and superlatives forms by placing more and most. More and most are adverbs. By placing the adverb more and most before them. Regular adjectives having three or more syllables form their comparative and superlative forms by placing before them more and most. You see, beautiful, three syllables. Difficult, three syllables. Interesting, four syllables. Takes place more before it. More beautiful. Most. So before it. So beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. Then record here. See, bisyllabic regular verbs, regular adjectives. Bisyllabic regular adjectives. That is, the adjectives having two syllables follow either of the two ways that we saw earlier. Regular adjectives of two syllables follow one or other of the above rules. That is, we've already seen two rules. That is, so most of the verbs takes ER. That is ER and EST. And polysyllabic. That is, adjectives having three or more syllables form their comparative or superlative forms by taking more and most, by placing before it more and most. Now, the two syllable regular adjectives form their comparative and superlative forms in either way, either taking ER and EST or adding or putting more and most before it. You see, those ending in full R, RE and past participle adjectives usually take more and most. Full, these are doubtful, careful. These adjectives, these bisyllabic adjectives have ended with full. These bisyllabic adjectives have ended in IE. And past participle adjectives, learned and known. And for example, I have given only two. Say, they take more and most. For the comparative superlative forms. Doubtful, more doubtful, most doubtful. Careful, more careful, most careful. Obscure, more obscure, most obscure. Learned, more learned, most learned. Known, more known, most known. The bisyllabic regular adjectives ending in ER takes take ER and EST. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. ER, ER. But it's add another ER and EST. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Then some the bisyllabic adjectives ending in E usually takes other bisyllabic adjectives ending in E usually take ka and st. Able, two syllables. Noble, two syllables. They take R. They have ended in E, so take R. St. Simply able, abler, ablest, noble, nobler, noblest. Then, fourthly, those bisyllabic adjectives ending in Y, preceded by two or more consonant letters. Drop the Y and take IER and IEST to form their comparative and superlative forms. You see, all these adjectives, that is, I also as the examples. Happy, from happy to wealthy, all these have ended in Y, preceded by two vowels. All these two consonants, here three consonants, here three consonants. So, regular bisyllabic adjectives ending in Y, preceded by two or more consonants. Track the Y and take IER and IEST to form comparative and superlative verbs. Happy, happier, happiest, easy, easier, easiest, heavy, heavier, heaviest, merry, merrier, merriest, naughty, naughtier, naughtiest, pretty, prettier, prettiest, silly, sillier, silliest, wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. Then irregular adjectives. Muddy children, regular adjectives form their comparative and superlative forms by adding er and is. Well, that is commonly I'm telling. Then the irregular adjectives form their past tense and comparative and comparative and superlatives form in different ways. As irregular verbs form their past tense and past participle in irregular ways. That is go went gone. Regular verb wanted wanted. Irregular verbs go went gone. Like that, regular adjectives tall, taller, tallest. Irregular adjectives good, better, best. So you see, so irregular adjectives do not follow any prescribed rules. They follow in different ways their comparative and superlative forms. But worse, worst, ill, worse, worst, far, farther, farthest. This is only for distance. To refer to distance, farther, farthest are used. Further, furthest are used in widely, in different ways. In many ways, they are used. Good, better, best. Well, better, best. My dear children, here, well is that is well has five functions. Here, well acts as an adjective. Good, better, best. Well, better, best. Little less least. Many more most. Old, elder, eldest. Only for people. Older, oldest. Are people and things. My dear children, here I have given you the very important rules regarding the formation of comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. As I have already explained, how verbs form their past tense and past participle. Regular verbs, irregular verbs. Regular adjectives, irregular adjectives. I have given what I have learned. See, so, my dear children, learn it carefully. Keep all these things should be memorized. They are because they are prescribed rules. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So, okay. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Like that. They are primitive rules regarding their language. They are grammatical rules. They are primitive rules. They are grammar. So I can give regarding the formation of comparative and superlative degrees. They have given their rules. For regular adjectives and irregular adjectives, they have given different kinds of rules. And I have given you those rules. They have been prescribed by English. Okay. Respected elders, educationists, my dear teachers and my dearest students, I heartily thank all of you for patiently and keenly listening to my teaching. Till I meet you in the next class, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.